What is up, everybody? It's your boy Said J back again with yet another Destiny exclusive video for all of you to enjoy. And this time around, what I wanted to discuss were the Nightfall events inside of Destiny. Specifically, the opportunity to do a Nightfall, complete the Vanguard Elite of bounties from Zavala, and get yourself a coveted Year 3 Icebreaker. Now, if many of you remember, those of you who played Destiny from the very beginning, Year 1, Icebreaker was a very well-loved, coveted weapon that everybody wanted to get their hands on. Why? I'll tell you why. Because Icebreaker regened its own ammo. You never had to run around scrounging up special ammo to reload and refill this weapon. It did it on its own, and on top of that, the damage output that this weapon did was superb. And so Nightfalls and Destiny, by way of the Zavala Vanguard Elite Bounty, have given you another opportunity here to bring back and get yourself a Year 3 Icebreaker. Now, in Year 1, we did see some changes to the Icebreaker right before Year 2 hit, and it was taken away from us by way of light leveling. We saw the regen time of your ammo change from about 4 or 5 seconds to 6 or 8 seconds given at any given moment here when you were looking to shoot your Icebreaker rapidly, waiting for that ammo to refill. And so that kind of had people feeling a certain kind of way, but aside from that, the weapon was still good in its damage output. So you had to wait a little longer for that refill, but you were still doing great damage with the weapon. So therefore, you weren't looking for extra ammo. It was still regening on its own, and you had yourself a regenable ammo weapon that did great damage. And so what you'll see here is me completing the Nightfall and going through my bounties, specifically my Zavala Elite Vanguard bounty, and getting myself, yes, there it is, a nifty Year 3 Icebreaker. Now, when I tell you how many Vanguard Elite bounties I had to go through to get this, you might feel a certain kind of way that might have you dusting off your shoulders full of salt, because I didn't have to try hard to get this weapon. And traditionally in the world of Destiny, I have had to work really hard and grind really hard to get the weapons that I was after. Many of my friends will tell you Fatebringer was a 9 or 10 month grind for me of doing Vault of Glass before I ever got that weapon. And so to get a weapon right off of the bat, 2 Vanguard Elite bounties it took me to get it. 2 Vanguard Elite, I know it's rough. It's rough. 2 Vanguard Elite bounties to get the Icebreaker, and I was able to get it. And so that for me was a bit surprising, because things never happen that quickly for me. They never quite happen that quickly for me. So you might ask, Said, I've been doing Vanguard Elite bounties. I've got 3 tunes. I'm going through the Vanguard Elite bounties and the Nightfalls every week, and I still haven't gotten myself an Icebreaker, and you got it in 2 Vanguard Elite bounties. How did that happen? I have friends that have done 6 or 7 Vanguard Elite bounties because of the multiple tunes across multiple platforms that they have, and they still have not been able to get themselves an Icebreaker. So what did I do differently? Nothing much really, except if you saw back in the early parts of the video when I got my Icebreaker, What I did do was pop myself a 3 of coins. Now this is not confirmed. Right before I popped that Vanguard Elite Nightfall bounty, I popped a 3 of coins, but this is not confirmed because my friend who was with me in these Nightfalls that you are watching this superb gameplay from also did the same thing, and he did not get one when he popped himself. But that's the only thing that I did differently. Other than that, we leave it up to the RNG as we always do. But I have to say that with this weapon back, we are seeing the nerf that we saw right before the weapon was taken away from us. The regen time is a little bit longer than what we were used to in the early parts of year 1, but this weapon still does great major damage, and I am enjoying it and the sound that it makes. So nostalgic. And so I hope that you enjoyed this gameplay. I hope that you enjoyed this video. That is how I got my icebreaker. I hope that you have gotten yours. Like, subscribe, comment. Let me know what you think. Have you got your icebreaker yet? You know what it is. It's your boy Said Jay. Find me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Twitch, YouTube, and Tumblr. And I will see you all back in Destiny later. Peace.